Hi there, welcome back to England Rugby Analyst. What are you holding up there, Tom?
I'm back.
Yep, well, I can tell you're back because you're sitting there. The clue that you're back is that you're sitting there. So Tom's back by popular request. 2 people said they wanted you back.
2 out of...
Loads, but nobody said they didn't want you back, so that's 100%. So Tom's back.
No news is good news.
Bit like take that.
I don't know what they're talking about. We are going to select the Lions squad. Here we go.
Yep.
This is the big one. We've taken ages to go over this. Sorry it's been a bit late, and we've changed our minds hundreds of times. What we're doing is myself and Alex have selected independent squads. We're going to find out for the first time what they are, and then Tom is here as our independent adjudicator. He's going to hear our arguments and then make a final decision. You're going to clear your mind of everything you know. Well done. Didn't take long. And just go on what we say, hopefully, rather than your own views. Okay, Tom, where are we starting?
Well, I suppose in the last tour we took 3 hookers. Are we going to go with 3 again? And if so, who you think you're going to take?
Well, my proposal is just to do the same format as 2013.
Good idea. Good idea.
I don't know if they're going to do that, but it's going to be close.
Yeah.
So we're going to go for that. So
cool.
go on now. 3 hookers.
I've gone for Rory Best, Jamie George, and Ken Owens is my 3.
Okay, easy. Best, Owens, George.
Cool.
Same.
There we go.
Done.
Easy.
Job done.
Oh, this is going to be a quick video.
For the next.
No, we need starters. So we need starters for each one, Tom.
So Ken Owens, Rory Best. I see on the sheets. Who's going for who? And does that mean Jamie George has got no chance?
I'm going for Ken Owens. Personally, I think he's been the standout hooker in the Six Nations. Probably the standout hooker in the last kind of 6-7 months, really. I think Rory Best really stepped up against England and pushed him close for me. But I'd go with the man in form currently in that at the moment is Ken Owens. Yeah,
I've gone Best because I just think his experience is going to show, Tom. So we're arguing at Tom here. I keep forgetting we're arguing at Tom. He's more experienced. He went to the last tour. I think he was a late call-up.
Yeah.
Captain of Ireland as well. Captain of his country. Very solid. Yeah, he didn't have the best Six Nations.
No.
And yeah, I'll take Ken Owens had a better Six Nations, but I just think Rory Best is the man for the big occasion. And you go with that quality, maybe.
Yeah.
Tom, what do you reckon?
Well, I've always said that form is temporary, class is permanent.
Oh.
And I'm going to go along the class lines, and I think we're going to go with our man, Ken Owens. Just joking, Rory Best.
Okay. We'll get a score up underneath so you get how many parts.
Yeah, we'll go Rory Best.
Okay, Rory Best is in.
Cool.
I would like to say though, Al, that I think hooker is actually a slightly weaker area. They're all good players, but we've had better hookers in the past, I think. Keith Woods and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, let's go for our 6 props.
6 props, okay.
6. Right.
Now.
Okay, I've gone Dan Cole,
Got
Kyle
him.
Sinclair,
Yes.
Tad Furlong,
Yes.
Jack McGrath,
Yes.
Rob Evans,
Oh, no.
and Mako Vunipola.
Yes. One
Spelling's not quite so
problem.
good,
One problem. Okay, so who have you gone for?
I
don't
went
have?
Dan Cole, Kyle Sinclair, Tad Furlong, Jack McGrath, Rob Evans. I think was the one that you
so
didn't go for.
why Rob Evans? I have gone Joe Marler.
I think Rob Evans offers you a little bit more around the park than Joe Marler. There's nothing against Joe Marler at all. I think when you're going to New Zealand, temperament is quite important. He has stepped up, Joe Marler, in this Six Nations, but he's a bit unpredictable. Rob Evans, good around the park, good at the breakdown, makes an impact when he comes on. If he's not a starter,
Okay.
For me, I'd go with the athletic option.
Go for that. Tom, I would say, I take your point, slightly more athletic. Joe Marler, those 50 plus caps for England, a rock solid scrummager. I mean, one area I think that we have to get one up on New Zealand is the scrum, because they're probably better in other areas. Joe Marler, fantastic scrummager, very strong, very experienced, will not let you down, big occasion. Get the big man in there. You've got your athleticism from Sinclair and Vunipola, so I think we could do with a bit more solidity.
Yeah, I think for me, the other reason for not taking him is I've got my other scrummagers in there.
Yeah.
Tad Furlong, I've got Jack McGrath, I've got Dan Cole, out and out, good, solid.
So who are we going for?
So I think we've got to go with Joe Marler.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Nothing against you, sorry there.
No, that's
So you're
fine.
being independent, this is good.
Yeah.
Starters.
I've gone Tad Furlong and Mako Vunipola.
Absolutely. I mean, I've gone Mako spelled M-A-K-O. You've gone for a different guy.
M-A-C-K-O.
Yeah, but hey, whatever. We'll forget
Doesn't
that.
matter.
Yeah, Mako, Tad. That's for me. That is really strong.
Yeah.
Nailed on.
I think so.
So athletic. The ball. I mean, Tad Furlong's ball carrying is unbelievable. As is Vunipola's. They're both youngish, but still, Mako's got experience. He was on the last tour. That excites me as a prop.
And I think with the strength and depth in that squad as well, you've got the potential for someone like Dan Cole to not even get in the start in 2022, 23.
Next.
Second row. Second row.
How many we taking?
So I think we'll go for 5. We did 5 last time. Why not 5 again?
I've gone Launchbury, Allen Jones.
Oh, hang on. So Launchbury. Yes, I've got Launchbury.
Allen Jones.
Yes, I've got Wyn Jones.
Courtney Laws,
No.
who was immense on Saturday, by the way.
Okay.
Johnny Gray.
Get it in there.
And Richie Gray.
Johnny Gray, yes. Richie Gray, no. So quite a lot of differences here. Hang on, wait. Okay. I take it you're taking a Toje as a back row.
I'm taking, not taking a Toje.
Get out.
No.
Oh my God.
For me,
Did not see that
for
coming.
me, he's not made the squad. I know,
Why?
controversial. I thought I'd chuck one thing in there that's a bit out left field.
Well, I've put a Toje obviously in the second row.
Yeah.
You tell me why he should not be there.
For me, I think if you're going down the
Tell Tom why he shouldn't.
if you're going down the reliability line, Johnny Gray's been more reliable, especially in the Six Nations. And Tojo was very quiet, and he let himself down. I thought the Six Nations. Other people stepped up. You've got Courtney Laws, very peripheral at the start of the Six Nations.
How many games has a Toje lost in an England shirt?
For me, win-lose percentages.
He's lost one game.
How much is that down to him, and how much is that down to the team being in
How many has he
form and
lost for
playing well?
Saracens?
That I think, and again, Saracens, very good team around him.
How many man of the matches for England?
He's had a few. However, I think he's still inexperienced as an individual.
As is Johnny Gray.
I think Itoje would learn more from going on the tour to Argentina, potentially skippering that tour for England.
Okay, good point.
I would have him on the tour to Argentina, captaining that tour.
And I like your. I don't know what the word is. Well done for sticking your head on the block there.
Yeah,
I think Itoje is the best player in England. He's the best forward. He's the most unbelievable athlete, line out technician, ball carrying, kick out receipt. I think he's got a fantastic temperament. I think he's a future captain. I think he's the best player potentially in that pack. Full stop.
And I'm not disputing that at all. I just think he would get more out of going to Argentina as the captain in that tour than he would going on the Lions tour.
So that's Maritoje debate.
Yeah.
Tom, you're going to have to work overtime here. I'll jump straight in with the other guy you didn't have. I'm going to take George Cruz. All day long, George Cruz. Now, here we go. George Cruz and Itoje were awesome for England.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think he should go line-out specialist, still disrupt the New Zealand ball.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be important.
Yeah, I do. I've gone Richie Gray,
What's he
partly
done?
for the experience.
But he hasn't
He's
really,
been on a Lions tour
has he
before.
performed this year?
If you're looking at the second rows of that, Launchbury, Courtney Laws, Johnny Gray, for you, George Cruz, not been on a Lions tour. Still quite inexperienced in terms of the international scene. I would go Richie Gray. He's been on a Lions tour before. He's more experienced than the other guys going. That would be where
I just think you take your best players. I think you take your best players, and Itoje and Cruz for me are the best players. But
I would say Courtney Laws at the moment is ahead of Cruz.
Here we go then, Tom. So decision time.
I've listened to what you said, and I like what you say. I think Itoje's got to go for me, without a shadow of a doubt. And Al, nothing against you, but I'm going to allow you to have your first player in. Well done. And it's going to be Johnny Gray to go with it as well.
I
thought you both
I had Johnny Gray already.
Oh, right.
So the choice is George Cruz, Richie Gray, or Courtney Laws. We need one of those three.
Okay, Richie Gray. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Richie's in. Okay. Cool. Right, moving on, because we don't want this to be too long a video, but that was awesome, by the way. I like that. That took me by surprise, as you could tell. Flankers.
I've gone Warburton, Stander,
Yes, sorry, Warburton, yes. Stander, yes.
Tipperick,
Yes.
Omani.
Yes, I changed to Omani
Did
this
you?
weekend
Yeah, he was-
because he got
he was
one
awesome.
over on Haskell
Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah.
Haskell was going to go, but Hermione is in.
And I've gone and picked a third number 8 in the back row, in the flanker slot,
Yeah.
with Ross Moriarty.
Moriarty, okay.
Yeah,
and
so
again,
Sean O'Brien for me misses out.
yeah, I mean, he's a 6 anyway as well.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so basically, the decision is O'Brien or Moriarty.
Yeah. For me, if I say who I've got starting in 6 and 7,
Go on then.
I've gone for Sam Warburton at 7, CJ Stander at 6.
Okay, that's
for
easy.
me.
Same for me, so our starters are sorted.
So you've got the likes of Tipperick, you've got Omani who's in spot on form at the moment, you've got Moriarty who's on spot on form at the moment. So for me, to take someone that's not really in the best of nick, I think it's a bit of a gamble. When you've
He's
got
got
other
experience.
guys,
He's
he is
been there, done
experienced,
it. I wouldn't
but
say it's a
you've
gamble.
got Warburton,
Yeah.
Tipperick,
Okay.
you've got Falatau
So
going.
Stander starts 6, Warburton starts 7,
Yeah.
and I would say that's a really powerful background. Decision, O'Brien or Moriarty?
Okay, very tough one actually on this one, I think.
He's close, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I
cool.
would go with Moriarty.
Okay,
Cool.
Moriarty's in. I haven't really got a problem with that because it's a strong area.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I've gone
Number 8?
Billy V and
Yeah.
Talupe Falatau for me.
Yes.
It's the 2 8s. The other thing with Moriarty in the additional flanker role is that both Billy and Talupe Falatau have had big injuries recently. So
Okay.
I'd like an extra number 8 cover if possible. I know Stander can play there as well,
And O'Brien.
but it's I'd just have that extra
Yeah.
cover because
That's
of
cool.
injuries.
I mean, yeah, clearly, Falatau, Vunipola for me. I think
Yeah.
they're standouts, really good ball playing and ball carrying 8s. I think they're class.
Yeah.
Starter?
I would go Billy.
Yeah, me too. I think he's too good not to take. So that's
Definitely.
easy. Moving on.
Cool.
9s.
9s. I've gone Reece Webb,
Yes.
Conor Murray,
Yes.
and I've taken a third 9 in Greg Laidlaw.
Okay, yeah. So
Instead
3
of
9s
that.
they took last time. So yeah. So you've taken Laidlaw.
I've taken Laidlaw. I
Now-
know with the injury at the moment is a bit up in the air.
I've
but-
taken Ben Youngs. So Tom, here's the argument. Laidlaw, fantastic goal kicker. Okay.
Yep.
But around the park, is he as good as Ben Youngs?
Not around the park, no.
Okay, we'll just take
No.
hold that there.
You're
We've
going to go
got
with your goal kicking option.
we've got Sexton, we've got Farrell, who can all both goal kick, who are
Yeah.
both probably going to start.
Yeah.
Do you need Laidlaw at 9, or are you picking him as a captain/kicker of the midweek team?
He's a leader for me. He's one to get in the leadership group. I think going on the tour. He's there to give a bit of consistency to being a level-headedness. Johnny Sexton, very frustrated personality. You saw Owen Farrell on his 50th cap, lost the plot a little bit. I think it just needs somebody like Greg Laidlaw around the squad to keep their feet on the ground, especially
Okay.
against New Zealand.
Well, I would just go for Ben Youngs because I think he's all round a better player. He was on the tour last time. Laidlaw wasn't. I don't think we need the goal kicking, but I take your point.
Yeah.
So Tom,
Yeah, I think we don't need someone just to go out with the beers with them. I think we're better off having the better players in there.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
therefore, I think we don't need the kicker. We've established that. So
okay,
you've got to go
Youngs
Youngs.
is in. Although I would like to say Laidlaw's a great player. He won't go out on the beers too much. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
So he's on the call.
Maybe they'll be playing Scrabble then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Scrabble.
he will go as the first backup option if he's not on the plane. I think.
Okay, awesome. So starter.
I've gone Reece Webb.
Me
You can't go
too.
anywhere else from Reece Webb.
I
don't
think so. A lot of people have said Conor Murray, but I think Reece Webb has been the standout.
Yeah.
I think he's that good.
And they want to play with tempo over there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Reece Webb provides more tempo than Conor Murray.
Probably Murray on the bench.
None of you
Yeah,
put tempo
pretty
in
good.
your squad.
Yeah. No, tempo didn't make it.
Very good. Okay, 2 10s.
I've gone for Sexton and Finn Russell. for me.
Okay, so Sexton, yes, for me. Obviously, he's been a fantastic standout player. He's a starter, yeah?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. Sure is.
starter. Okay, this will shock you a bit. Number 10, my second 10, I'm taking Dan Bigger. Okay,
Yeah.
because Finn Russell, I think, came out second best against Saracens badly and against England badly. Under pressure, I think there's a problem of him being a bit too maverick.
Yep.
And Farrell's going to start at 12, giving that away. So it's going to
Yeah,
Sexton, Farrell. If Sexton goes off, Farrell goes 10, surely,
Yep.
yeah?
Yeah.
So Bigger's essentially I'm picking as a midweek 10. solid, reliable. He can kick at goal. He can run the back line. Super experienced. I wouldn't go with the more expansive Finn Russell.
See, I would. I like an attacking game, and I think the attacking game is going to be key against New Zealand. It's where England have had so much success with Ford Farrell.
Yeah.
And Finn Russell for me is very close to starting that. If they play front football, Finn Russell's your man, more so than Dan Biggis. It's a bit deep,
I
can
agree.
be a bit defensive.
Finn Russell is the better attacker.
Yeah.
But what I would say, Tom, here is on tour, the midweek team needs to not be bullied, I think. You know, they will come out to try and intimidate, to injure them legally. We saw what happened to Brian O'Driscoll a few tours ago. It's not going to be like that, of course, because the video technology wouldn't let it. But I think you need to be super solid, not take a step backwards. Big as my man. We'll have to, Tom. We'll have to go.
Okay, I think.
Glad you're here, Tom.
I think you've got to take risks as well if you're going to go over and be victorious. And I like a maverick, if I'm being honest, a game changer. I've always been a fan of Mel Gibson. I'm a big fan of Russell.
Okay,
nice.
Mavericks in. I get
Cool.
it. Okay, let's move on to centres now. There's 4 centres. I'll say straight away. There's 4 centres selected last time, but I've selected Elliot Daly as a winger.
Okay, cool.
But I'm going to use him as a centre probably.
Okay.
So I've kind of selected 5 centres. Who have you selected?
What we call cheating.
Flexibility.
I've gone with
He plays on the wing.
Farrell, Joseph,
Yeah.
Jamie Roberts, and Elliot Daly.
Okay, so Daly I've selected on the wing. Jamie Roberts is interesting. Now, before I argue against that, I've selected Henshaw and Jonathan Davis.
I don't have a problem with Robbie Henshaw. Jonathan Davis, I don't think how it stands currently, I don't think he's done enough to get on the plane this time round. I know he's been before.
Has he not done more than Jamie Roberts though?
For me, I'd just go with Jamie Roberts. He's a bit more solid in defence. I think New Zealand are going to be the kind of side that will try and break that backline down, and you need somebody
hell of a defender.
But I think it's a very inexperienced backline. It's a very, in terms of Lions' potential, it's a very inexperienced backline. Jamie Roberts has been on 2 tours.
True.
He's only 30.
But Roberts, is he going to make the test team? Just quick, so Henshaw I think's got to be in because he's just been playing awesome all year for Ireland, for Leinster. He is the class 12. Jonathan Davis.
Henshaw, I agree with. I'd put him in.
He's in. I think Sexton and Farrell is a fantastic.
I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. I've got Elliot Daly as 13. And you've gone Jonathan Joseph.
I've gone Jonathan Joseph mainly for his defensive qualities. I think he's better defensively than Elliot Daly is. However, I can see why you're going with Daly at 13 for the left-footed kicking option. I think it could go either way.
I think it's a class option in attack. He can pass, he can kick. I do take that Jonathan Joseph is a good defender and a good attacker, but I think Daly just gives you that bit extra. If Daly doesn't go at 13, I would want him on the wing. Anyway, what
I'm going on the wing, but that's okay.
What wingers have you got?
I've gone with Anthony Watson, George North, Tommy Seymour.
Sorry, I was daydreaming. Okay, Watson I've taken, but as a fullback.
Okay, George North.
Confusing. George North I've taken as a wing.
Tommy Seymour. As a winger. And I've gone. We were talking about it the other day. I've gone with an outside-in option after the last couple of weeks of the Premiership, and I've gone with Dene Solomona.
Wow. Okay, why?
I know, left field, committed himself to England recently, last week. But by far the standout winger in the Premiership this year. Absolutely immense. He's been on fire.
Wow.
I think it's very left field, and actually he's gone so far from outside in. He's in my starting team.
And you're right. This is what's great about the Lions. You don't even have to be playing for your country. As long as you're qualified for one of the home nations, you can pick anybody. Which is why I've picked the standout winger from the Premiership in Christian Wade. I think Christian Wade is. No one is quicker, no one is more agile. Yes, he's a bit short and a bit suspect in defence, but he is an absolute X factor, and I think we've got enough room to take someone like that. So Solomona or Wade, Tom, what's your decision?
Tough one. I think Solomona because it's more difficult to say.
Fine. We've picked Dennis Solomona on no reason whatsoever. I like it. 15s. Oh, Tommy Seymour, you said?
Tommy Seymour,
Good, yeah, no, he's going for me as well. George North.
George North, definite.
Who was your other winger?
Watson.
Watson, I've taken him anyway as a fullback. Who are your 3 fullbacks?
I've gone Hogg.
Yes.
Stuart Hogg, Liam Williams, and Michael Brown.
So Williams and Hogg for sure. Mike Brown I don't think has done enough at all to be in the Lions squad, which is why I squeezed Daly into the wing and put Watson to 15.
Yeah.
I think they're just better players.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I just think with...
Hang on, what was that, Tom, you agree with?
Yeah, Watson gone in the fullback, Hogg, William, Watson.
Okay.
But that now means that I've
another
got
winger.
Another winger, so that means...
Wade goes as well.
There we go, we've got them both in.
Nice. That's good. I think that's positive.
Okay, great. So our starting back 3.
I've gone with North, Solomona and Hogg.
You started Solomona?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He scored 9 tries in 8 games.
Okay, fine. Never played for the country before, only just switched back to rugby union.
But played union all the way through as a junior. So he's a different league union convert for me.
Okay. I've gone for the 3 class players, I think, here. George North on one wing, Stuart Hogg I'll put on the other wing, and Liam Williams at full back, but I think they're interchangeable. I think those 3 are your standout back 3 from the Six Nations. I think Solomon is just too far a push to put into the starting team. But
I'd have him in there just for a bit of controversy.
Why not? Tom, starting 3?
I think I've got to go with yourself as you're the rugby analyst.
Okay, fine. North, Williams and Hogg.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. Okay. We'll put the whole squad up on the side of the screen somehow. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment below, get your teams in, get your starting 15s in, your whole squads if you want to. We've had a lot of fun. It feels like I've been through a boxing match there.
And who's going to be the captain?
Alan Wynne-Jones for me.
Alan Wynne-Jones, yeah.
Of course.
Thank you, Tom. Yeah, Alan Wynne-Jones, captain. We don't have time to discuss that.
We all agree. That's fine.
But join us later. I will be joined by a special guest we will go through our team with him. He has played with some of the Lions greats, and we'll have a good discussion.
The Wales rugby analyst.
As he may well be called. That will be good fun. We'll post that later. Thank you very much for joining you. Until then, see you later.
Come on, you Lions.